Hello folks, this is Bal Secundus and I'm doing a let's play of Divine Divinity, a game that I have played in the past, but I think my last playthrough was 2003 or something. Yeah, the early 2000s anyway. I've recently decided to try my hand at a let's play. I've never done this before, so this will be my first. Thank God it's not a blind playthrough, let's play, but we'll see how it goes. I've forgotten. Actually, I remember very little about the game. I think I remember the core gameplay mechanics. But if I make mistakes, if I seem like a noob, which I probably will, don't tear my throat out, please. Oh, and by the way, English is not my first language. So yeah, Romanian is my first language. English is... I'm not a native English speaker, so yeah, don't dismiss these videos, because there probably will be more, as I'm aiming to complete the whole game. I'm aiming to take this playthrough to the very end, and I hope you enjoy it alongside with me. So let's begin. Alright, here you have 6 characters. 3 males, 3 females, and however, even if there are 6 characters, there are only 3 archetypes, such as the survivor, the warrior, and the mage. Each of these has different starting skills as well as different starting stats, which it doesn't really... It doesn't have such an impact the further you go into the game, but at the start it can change the way you do quests and how successful you're in battle and in role-playing endeavors and whatnot. The last time I've played, and I think the last time I finished, the only time I finished the game was with a survivor, I think. It was a ranged character, so I don't want to do that now. Maybe plain, but I've also, the second playthrough that I didn't finish was with a mage. That I haven't finished was with a mage.
I deserve as much respect as any male wizard.
So I'm gonna try out the warrior.
As a man should be.
Yeah, since I've played both female rogue and a survivor and mage, I'm just gonna try out the warrior. I'm gonna be quick about this. Don't want to bore you. Let's give it a ball. Alrighty then. And our starting skills will be augment damage and sword expertise. I'm thinking of using swords. I remember some very good swords in the game, and I think I remember a specific quest that grants me a very good sword later on. Well, actually, yeah, I think so. Anyway, we'll see. The difficulty will be on normal. I don't want it to be too easy or too hard, so let's just leave it at normal. And yeah, that's it. Let's begin. Alrighty then. I've got to tell you, even though this RPG is isometric, you know, like Diablo and all those Dungeons and Dragons PC games, Baldur's Gate, I really like the isometric style. More than that, I like the art style and the graphics. They really immerse me into the game. Alright. First of all, let's check out the interface for all those of you who are not accustomed to the game, who have not yet played it. You of course have the health bar, the mana bar, toggle the auto map, right, the auto map tab, the diary where you have all the quests, trophies. This is actually the major map. Conversations where you can check out what you've previously discussed with NPCs, and traits where you can check out how your character has evolved over the course of the playthrough. Alright, you have the pause button, which is that doesn't need explaining, the weapons tab, a skills tab, the potion tab. Just so you know, this game allows the crafting of items, if I'm not mistaken, and the brewing of potions. Yes, I think so. Oh, we'll find out. I'm not sure though. Combat mode lets you, of course, enter and exit combat at will. The equipment tab and the inventory tab, which I will often mix up, so don't hate me for it. Let's check out our surroundings. Oh, and something that I love about this game is the interaction, not just with the characters around you, but also with the environment. It's incredible. Yeah. There we go. Had a misunderstanding there with my PC. It failed me there for a second. Sorry for the pause. And we've ascended the stairs. As you can see, a neat house. The graphics are colorful, and I will read quite a lot of lore because, well, I am a lore freak, so bear with me if you can, and even if you can't, just try. So here it goes. I'm not gonna read everything, but whatever covers the lore and I find interesting, I will probably read, unless I get bored. Hopefully not. Yeah. Dear Joram, visitors are no longer coming to Alaroth due to the gathering of orc raiding parties in the woods. I am of a mind that we should think to ask the ducal army for assistance. Surely it is just a matter of time before those foul orcs will attack the town. Regards, Lanilor. That's a strange name. Right, so what we found out from that piece of parchment over there is that there are orcs around. What a shock! Orcs in a fantasy setting. Orcs have been around since J.R. Tolkien, as you all know. Since J.R. Tolkien wrote his Lord of the Rings trilogy. That masterpiece that I've come to love so much. Both the movies and the books. And the games, if you've played any. Another book, cooking recipes. Well, that's really not that interesting. But this is. The northern section of the land of Rivellon is dominated by 4 key localities. The Dukedom of Ferrell, the populous town of Verdistis, the shadow-haunted Dark Forest, and the legendary Dwarven Halls. The capital of Ferrell is Rivertown, set amid a pretty network of villages and farming communities. The chief export of Ferrell is farm produce, as the ducal fields are among the most bountiful in Rivellon. The Rivellon must be the land, I guess? The realm in which the game takes place. Duke Ferrell resides with his family at Stormfist Castle. It just reminds me of Stormwind, I'm sorry. Alright, an ancient fortress, originally raised by the corrupt sect of wizards who later became known as the Damned. The Ferrell family drove the dark mages from Stormfist centuries ago and have done much to rebuild and renovate the building. Further to the north lies Verdistis, a wealthy city that is technically under Duke Farrell's rule, but with a town council that has developed a reasonable degree of autonomy. Verdistis is well known for its impressive guild houses and the decorous mansions of its noble families. Having developed rapidly from a simple crossroads village... Well, that ends abruptly. The rest of the text seemed to be cut off. Alright. Now that I've bored you enough... Ooh, a nice piece of artwork. Is that a broom? Anyway, it's interesting. It's things like this that help in the immersion of the gamer. I don't know, I like it. Hope you do too. Alright. Well, that's it for this video. This is Balsecundus, and I'll see you next time.